What's up and welcome to or back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be getting into this 360 unit, and y'all know I don't like to delay, so let's get right into the tutorial. Huge shout out to Ashimary for sponsoring today's video. They sent me over the goods, the bonnet, the edge brush, the edge band, the lashes, some bobby pins, some lace tape, a HD wig cap, as well as the wig itself. This unit is a 24-inch lace frontal water wave 360 unit. It does have a comb in the back, 2 on the side, as well as the band and the Invisi straps. The lace is pre-cut. I did not think it was pre-bleached, but it still worked out okay. I'm just going through and brushing up all of my edges because this is a 360 unit and this was my first time trying out a 360 unit, so I was excited and a little nervous to see how this came out. I'm doing an HD wig cap, ball cap for this because, again, with it being a 360, I just felt like I needed to have that ball cap on my foundation. I'm cutting my ears out, and then y'all already know anytime I do installs on this channel, 9.9 times out of 10 is going to be glueless, so I'm going in with the black got to be glue to lay down my ball cap, and I'm just going to apply that in 2 layers on my hairline. Once this is applied, you can either go under your hooded dryer for 10 to 15 minutes if you want to be hands-free, or you could just apply a handheld dryer. Another option is to let it air dry, but I would recommend putting some heat on it just to get it to really melt into your skin. And then again, because this is a 360, we got to do a little bit more work. I'm applying layers of gel all the way behind my ears and all the way on my nape line as well. I decided to go in with a handheld dryer just to expedite the process some, and once that's complete, I'm going in with my makeup before cutting my cap so that it's more mess free. And I like to go in with a shade darker, especially when working with transparent lace. This lace is transparent and not HD, so to combat that light cast that can typically come on my skin tone with transparent lace, I'm gonna go a shade darker to go ahead and get in front of it. And then we're gonna cut off the excess cap. And y'all already know whenever I'm doing a ball cap, I have to do this in steps because I want a seamless ball cap. So after I cut it, I'm gonna lay down those edges once more with a little more got to be glue and go in with my blow dryer to get any frayed or rolled up edges of the ball cap laid down, because you want that to be very flat. You don't want lace lifting, cap lifting, or it to be thickened because your cap is rolling up under your lace. You want everything to be nice and seamless and neat, and each layer matters whenever you're going in on an install like this. And with it being a frontal, with it being a 360, yes, I'm going to keep saying because it's a 360, I was not playing on the foundational steps for getting this install right and tight. And as y'all saw in the intro, it paid off, so stick with me. Once that ball cap is solidified, I'm just going in with the same makeup on the lace from ear to ear, as well as on the back where there is lace as well. And then we're gonna put Miss Mama's on and get it all situated. I did enjoy that this lace was pre-cut in a way that I did not have to cut anymore. Once I put the unit on, the lace was laying exactly how I needed it to. The lace is very thin on this unit, which I also did appreciate. And the fitting of this unit was nice. It was not going well over my ears down to my chin to where I'm having to cut a bunch of excess lace off. It was just a really nice fitting cap. And with the Invisi straps, they make it so that you can get it even more snug than it already comes. You have more than enough hardware in here between the combs, the band, and then the Invisi straps just top it off to make sure that it's nice and secure, so that when you're putting it up, you don't have any issues with security even without applying any glue on this unit. So once I get everything in place how I want it to be, I'm gonna go in with my glueless spray just to get that lace melted down. And y'all can see here, I'm impressed with how this lace looks. Like I told y'all, it was very thin, very seamless, and the pre-plucking was decent too. Y'all know usually I like to go in extra, but the pre-plucking was decent. I was not mad at it at all. Again, I'm going in with my wig dealer. Y'all know I stand by wig dealer when it comes to my glueless installs. And then I'm going to let that melt. And in the meantime, get to working on the curls. I know that I wanted a middle part for this install just because it's curly hair, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I thought that this hair was gonna go back a little bit further on the parting space just because with it being ear to ear, I don't know, I just assumed that I would have more parting space to go back on. I did not like that, but it was cool. Y'all gonna see I still made it work. I'm going in with my wax stick as well as my hot comb just to get everything laying nice and flat. And then although the hairline plucking was cute, the pre-plucking, I wanted my part a little wider, so after I do the hot comb in, I'm gonna go in and widen that part out a little bit more. I really like how the curls on this unit look, so I didn't want a super wet down look, but with me manipulating the hair, I needed to bring the uniformity back to the curls, so I'm just gonna wet it a little bit, not too much, and then I'm also gonna go in with some leave-in conditioner, again, just to get the uniformity of the curls and break that crunch that typically comes whenever you're taking a wig right out of the packaging. Once that's done, I'm gonna go in and do some face framing just right in front of my face. I didn't do layers all throughout the unit because I like the length overall, and I knew I wanted to do different styles. And then I'm just gonna take that band off and see how everything is melting and coming together. And as y'all can see, even before the edges, like I know some people are gonna see this and be like, you just should have left good enough alone, like you don't need baby hairs, da da da. I get it. It looks very clean just like this. Well, in a second, it doesn't look super clean right now because we got to get rid of that white cast and clean up the hairline, but once we do, y'all are gonna see this lace is like that, baby. Before I went ahead and cleaned up the lace, I went ahead and started carving out my baby hairs, and then I realized I needed to pause and clean that lace up and get rid of that white line. And the key to doing this, ladies, is to not use a powder. Use your cream concealer, go a little darker than your skin color, and just dab it lightly on top of the lace, and y'all see the white line is disappearing. And then we have our clean hairline, and I'm gonna do a close-up in a second right here. Yes ma'am. Y'all see it's looking very scalpish. That's what we need. Now I'm gonna continue with the baby hairs. That's self-explanatory, so I'm gonna let the music rock and we'll be back when it's time to get into the finished look.
You'll be the match, I will be a fuse. Boom, painter baby, you can be the muse. I'm the reporter baby, you can be the news. You're the cigarette, and I'm the smoker. We raise the bet, cause you're the joker. You are the joke, and I could be the blackboard, you can be the top, I can be the phone. Yeah, when the sky comes falling, even when the sun don't shine, I got faith in you and I put your pretty little hand in. Even when we're down to the wire, baby, even when it's even war day, we can do it, baby, simple and plain. This is love, it's a show.
Now for the edges reveal, as y'all can see, everything is melted all together, and it is very much like that. I used to not be invested in transparent lace, but I am convinced Ashimary got it right. Now I'm just gonna do a few different styles with the 360 just to show the versatility of this unit. A claw clip, a half up, half down. You can do bangs, you can put it all in a ponytail, all in a bun. The possibilities are really endless when it comes to styling this unit, and I love that because this will have you thinking that it's your real hair for real. You can put it all up, bring it back down like nothing ever happened. You could do a flip over to either side, a part on either side. You can really get busy with this unit. Braids in the front, the clips, the accessories, all of the things. And I ended up tucking the lace in the back just because it was not laying right for me as far as doing glueless on my neck, and I didn't want to keep applying product. But I really enjoyed doing this unit. I'm looking forward to trying out more 360 units. Y'all already know all of the information for this unit will be listed in the description box below. I do have a coupon code for y'all to save coins on your Ashimary units, and it won't be long before we're back with another hair tutorial, and I will see you all in it. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Later.
Serve that paper, baby, I paid a pen. Say I'm number one.